Hello guys, today.
Excellent over from Lava. The 19th. England with all the momentum. She's punched back.
This today.
Fielding excellent from South Africa. 160 for 5.
Okay, so
great stop. South Africa trying to get round because they're slow.
Today, let's hope I'll be able to do
They're trying to get ready. I reckon
as you can see, I'm being on order. I've been on it all day.
Cut off, so they will have the fielder up.
I've been on it very long.
So bonus for England here. One fielder up inside the circle, so only 3 out.
Let's go to staircase. Let's see if we can even buy anything.
In semi-final 2 of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup.
Yes. Since 880.
Well, she's done well there. Just a single.
I'll just rebuff now. Yeah.
Yeah, what an over from Malaba. Just taking the pace out of it. Heather Knight has to put all of her energy into it. What an over that is. What an over this is. Kaka has been excellent at the death. Following those Yorkers in the blocker. She's nailed one already.
They've got to have 2 of their fielders straight, surely, for Freya Kemp. It is well known how well down in the V she hits Freya Kemp. Usually they have 4, they're only allowed 3. Got to have a long off and a long on, surely. Wolfhard stays up at mid-off. Extra covers deep, Shabnim Ismail. So they have got 3 in a V from mid-wicket to wide mid-off. That's where she likes to hit them.
Double. Absolute gold from Kaka.
Head
to the website, have your choice. Who is your ICC player of the tournament? worldcup.com/POTT.
And right today.
Yeah, just moving short 5 into a short 3rd here. Just showing, signalling that she's going to be trying to push it across Freya Kemp. Huge gap. No fine leg. She's going to go full and outside the off stump.
She could paddle, or she could reverse, or she could just go to what she does well, which is hit straight down the ground.
She's bowling it away from the hitting arc.
Yeah, Kaka just arguing that maybe Freya Kemp shuffled across her stumps. As you can see there, her back leg is way outside off stump, and hence that blue line moves.
Doesn't get the connection she
Okay,
wants.
let's see if I can buy
Just a single again.
get any better.
This is brilliant from Ivan
Tonight.
Kaka.
Yeah, huge run chase coming up.
Be able to get September soon, I think. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure.
Sticking to her
I don't
guns.
know.
Under pressure. Kaka.
And the best thing about this is Kaka is keeping the pace on. That is what has worked tonight.
September
She's so
with
good
Gillian.
getting that Yorker in.
Argentina.
She's realised pace on is working on this wicket.
Who's under it? Who's under it? No one. useful couple of runs.
September, June till
Just
this
landed
month,
between
I
short
think.
third and
I
short
hope.
fine. Maybe just moving around, trying to overhit a little bit too much. Danny Gibson, she's powerful. Keep still.
Ship, got the momentum going.
Hold your shape. Don't move too much. Pepper's watching her feet.
Oh my God, so close.
Good distraction. It's gone through. And doesn't matter how it comes. 169 for 5 then. England with the runs on the board. They were sent into bat. South Africa with a stunning start. England with 23 for.
Let's see.
It's the Bromley striker again, trying to find Sabitzer.
Let's go.
Lime. Safety first, Schlager almost gave it to Yamal. Sabitzer offside against Gregorich.
Something early in the game. Lima keeps going when they've got good possession, and Yamal's not tracking him. It's going to be a problem for Porro. This is the counter. The other one doesn't quite get it, does he?
Jamal again. Playing his 4th World Cup game before his 19th birthday. Only Norman Whiteside can better that record.
Okay, so
It's also his 9th game in a major tournament. He's never lost one yet. Doesn't know what it's like to lose a tournament game.
Well, we had the pleasure of seeing him in the Euros, didn't we? He's just an incredible talent, plays with such confidence, got such skill and dynamism. Game changer.
okay, so these. I'm not gonna push the other
Rodri, the skipper.
a little bit faster. Get the crew brain on how slight moves.
Farrell leaves it to Porro. In from Porro, almost. He's travelling.
I think it hits his own man. I think it hits Oyarzabal. It was a hell of a strike.
Baena trying to find Cucurella, who thinks it's a Spain corner. And the Swedish referee agrees.
Okay, so
Spain and the match winner against Uruguay. Atletico to deliver the corner. It's another Spain corner. Port was challenging.
Great pace on the corner in. It's a really dangerous area. I think it's Danzo gets his head on it. It's just the pace of the ball actually looks like a goal kick.
He's been told that, but he's here, the new ruling, within 5 seconds. No corner goal kick.
let's see if I can buy
He's got a feed of you.
a lot of
That could work in the VAR box when this all ends.
I do think I can.
I just want to say you've got the personality, but we'll move on.
Thanks, mate. I owe you one.
More than one, actually, but come to that later. Here's your map. Against Lima of Bayern.
where Pedro Toro was going. He's gone back with it in the end. Lifted in by Kabasi, punched away by Schlager. And it's a nice chunk from Stefan Tosh.
I thought for a second we were going to see Toro and the Spanish do the old long front. Good old Premier League spreading its wings all over.
Kubasi, another teenager. 19, the Barca defender. Dani Olmo. Onto the foul, and he's got it.
Super ball inside from Baena. Looks really sharp to start this game.
Good see.
Jamal against Lima again.
Oh! Go for it.
He just got that. That's it.
Baena. Another strike corner.
Moving the ball nice.
She means business. Throwing that cap. Fantastic at it. That's a body.
Outstanding shot.
She plays the angle so well this next to the ball. Runs flowing through England at the oval. And that is 50 yards for Heather Knight.
The best time of day at the start, you know that.
When you fly Emirates, your holiday isn't over.
Reshuffled methods, robots are invisible. So they'll pump in some every time and drink plus.
Stop! Oh, it's my aching legs. Oh, I don't think I'll make it.
Susan, it's 20 steps back to the car park. It's time you tried Revitive. Revitive Circulation Booster is clinically proven. It relieves leg aches, pains, cramps, and swelling. That's why it has thousands of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. And it's drug-free. See? No drugs, no rubs, no drama. Visit Revitive.com today.
Life's pretty good. So why wouldn't you want it to last a bit longer? With Vitality Life Insurance, it could last up to 5 years longer. Vitality, your health's best friend.
Try new Personal Ultimate Non-Bio. Ultra Stain Removal Power to remove stains first time. With a gentle touch on sensitive skin. Always keep away from children.
Hey Sainsbury's, they grow quicker than my budget. Any help?
Well, Aldi and Charlotte here are always lowering prices with Nectar and matching prices with Aldi. Day and night, from strawberry season to spooky season. Through cold and rain
And tropical sunshine?
and tropical sunshine indeed. Because we're always matching and lowering prices. Sainsbury's, good food for all of us. Wow, they really did grow quickly.
Hello, this is Claire from Verisure. The sensor on your kitchen window is triggering your alarm and we can see someone coming in.
Where are you this?
Look, we're here for you, and the police are on their way.
Thank you. Please keep me updated.
Yes, of course we
So
will.
what's your in now?
The police arrested the intruder. Last year we intervened in 4,493 emergencies in the UK. Be safer, be sure, very sure.
Enjoy more of the latest blockbusters with Sky Cinema.
It's party time. Super League Magic Weekend is here.
This is more than just a
100 in Dobrans.
The ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 is moving into the closing stages, and we're in London at the Oval for the second semi-final. Big day is in the tournament. It is England, the home team, taking on South Africa. It was England that batted first. Big day in the tournament. Who will be joining Australia? Will it be England or will it be South Africa? Action live from the Oval in London. Absolutely brilliant partnership it was by Nat Sitterbrandt and Heather Knight. 75 from Sitterbrandt, 58 from Knight, and it's pushed him up to 169. South African bowlers toiled hard and they had England 3 down for 23 runs on the board at one stage. Nonkululeko Kumaba had a wonderful day out on what was a very good surface. 2 for 25 for her in her 4 overs. For the England opening bowler, Lauren Bell, no doubt, wants to catch the spirit in this semi-final.
Okay, so let's go by this.
I definitely have my sisters to thank for the early days. I think she was a massive inspiration and influence for me as I was growing up. She kind of played all the sports and I just followed her, and she was playing cricket and at our local cricket club and at Berkshire, my local county, and well, of course Hanja Shrub. So I think the day she had at Lords in that final was something that I know will never be forgotten in English cricket. And then I was lucky enough to play alongside her, and now I'm kind of mentored by her. So she was a big inspiration on that day, and moving forward from then, being lucky enough to play for England and debut and have a really exciting career. But you don't really know what it's like until you play it, until you learn how to travel the world. So it's been amazing, but it doesn't come without its challenges. First time I got into a round of squad was in Australia and in the Ashes, and then I went into New Zealand in the 50 over World Cup in New Zealand as a travelling reserve, and that was the first time I'd been around the England women. Suddenly clicks that I started to think about maybe playing for England was a dream that I guess could come true, and then luckily it did. That's how I got into the Test match squad, and I would love the young girls and boys watching us just to realise how fun cricket is, how much time it is that you just get to spend with your friends, and it's really cool, and the opportunities that come with playing cricket are a lot to thank for my family growing up, taxing me around the place, and now the endless and unconditional support they give me at every game, whether it's good or bad.
It is now down to England's bowlers to try and defend 169. South Africa need 170. Laura Volpart has got a couple of 40s to her name in the tournament. It hasn't quite been at her prolific best as we've seen from her in the past in T20 World Cups. The last 2 editions, she's been the top run scorer. She was the top run scorer in 2025 in the 50 over format as well, but being a little bit on the quieter side for the South African captain. England captain Nat Sitterbrandt has had a fantastic day. She is in a partnership of 133 within the night of just 90 deliveries. And it's just simply sensational under the highest pressure.
I wish we were best notifications not.
Just phenomenal. This is a partnership though that's been phenomenal for South Africa opening the batting. They've got an excellent record together. And they do it at the Oval in the semi-final. Laura Volpart, Tasman Brits to open up the batting for South Africa. Volpart, as she has done through so much of her career, will face first ball. Brits at the long striker's end, coming off 114 undefeated against the Netherlands. Lindsay Smith, one of the best opening bowlers there is going around the format. The question is, what's the line going to be? Will she get any movement through the air?
And you remove.
So often does with the new ball. Matcher on the offside in Silverbranto's side, standing quite close in extra cover. Strong offside field, as you'd expect for Paul France.
Is it domestic?
Sometimes tend to open up the stumps, especially with the ball coming back in. Power play with England battered, belong to South Africa. Can England hit back and give them much of the same? Here we go, here's the chase.
Doing,
So a little bit of width to start with.
Evening, Dan. Evening, Whittling. We saw
Swing.
only pace bowled by South Africa in the power play. England straight away starting with spin. And one thing we did see with South Africa was they
Looking
upped
like
their plans on
6.
point. They kept bowling outside off some Davy Jones. Danny White got the ball back in. England, on the other hand, will be trying to do tactically everything possible to make sure that they keep Laura Woolford and Tasman Brits quiet here. We're going to see swing from Lauren Bell from the other end. For the moment, Lindsay Smith.
Quick, on the stumps. Tasman Brits likes to hit straight.
And what's interesting is because Malaba got one ball to just keep low, Lindsay Smith straight away on the stumps, and if it keeps low, it's going to be hard work.
I think starting with the left-arm is a matchup perhaps for Laura Woolford and Tasman Brits, because Lindsay Smith doesn't turn the ball with new one, tries to get the ball in. She's pretty tight with her stump line as well. It's ladies back into the side for South Africa today.
She's grenade down together on that.
On the runs leg side, Brits will be off the mark. Just the one though. 2 without loss. For South Africa. Pick 5, of course, many will be attracted to that as well.
Getting a lot.
There's so much to offer. Certainly one of the picturesque cities going around. South Africa World Cup's looking to do something they've never done before. And that's lift the trophy. There's a challenge now for South Africa and the only batters with Lauren Bell. I know that she's had her best tournament with the ball. So much as she worked on in her action.
And then I need to have one more. And then I need to go see.
Many slower balls.
Yeah, that's going to take a long time to get.
And again, didn't look like it quite bounced as much as she expected. Just a little bit of pain moment is Brits.
Wait upstairs.
Just a little chat from South African captain. There's lots of support for South Africa, and it comes in all forms, even if some are a bit shyer than others.
So I need like 490.
Her first T20 international century against the Netherlands, 114 undefeated. So after a
Yeah.
challenge she's made to the technique, she's released the touch. It's softer on that bottom hand. She's been a bottom-handed player, more dominant leg side, but she's worked on an offside play. And it paid dividends against the Netherlands in Bristol.
We saw the wobble seam working quite nicely for both Marza Kapp and Shabnil Ismail.
When I
So
send,
Lauren Bell will be
I'll
aware of that. She'll get a couple
I'll
of
get
outswingers
to the
to go away
spare
and
sets
then
one. I'll
bring
buy
the ball
the
back in with the 3/4 seam. probably this was a wobble seam as well. Didn't get any swing, just went straight in.
What's his name?
Wide, but don't mind that actually too. Tasman Brits at times she's been found out with the short ball.
Yeah, obviously I can money.
She was set at number 3 and then she didn't get the opportunity beginning of this tournament in the group stage. But sent her open and she's quite familiar with opening the batting.
I get the feeling England team's plan to Tasman Brits is to keep it short of length, the odd short ball. Lauren Bell not getting her direction right as of now. She wants to try and make sure the length is good, but the line can be a touch straighter. She hasn't swung the ball as much. It's pretty cool out there.
Straight is a strong area for Tasman Brits. Even if she hasn't quite got hold of this, she'll get her first boundary in the semi-final.
Straight and on the front. Something Tasman Brits is confident. That's what Lauren Bell was trying to do, is push to a couple of delivery shot and push one up. She picks that quite well, Tasman Brits.
So yes.
All eyes will be on Lords on Sunday. And we have got some entertainment coming your way. Rita Ora and Clean Bandit. Can't wait for that. Post-match will be Clean Bandit. So at 2:30, you'll see Rita Ora.
Cheers for June Sylvan.
11 on the board for South Africa.
Okay. I might just get my books to buy that. Buy this. Fully. I want to buy that fully. I might just buy
all
more.
over the place in that over from Lauren Bell. So they were trying that short ball plan to the Brits. Not too surprised about trying short ball. Power in this batting lineup for South Africa.
LeBron James.
South Africa will be hoping that the top order can see them through most of this chase. Short, wide, not really going right for Lindsay on that delivery at the start of her second over.
It wasn't really a bad line. Just that's short for Tasman Brits. Straight and deliver sort of a thing. The edge.
Lovely looking shot. And, the fielding's good enough to keep it down just to the one.
England's throwing has not been on point. Amy Jones in the thick of it. What Lindsay Smith will be looking for is a little bit of swing in or a drift in being a spinner. She wants to keep it stump to stump. She's got a very round arm action. She wants to make sure that she finishes as much as possible on the stumps. Much better that Laura will find. Looking to go straight behind the bowler. Just look at the release point. Pretty round arm for a left arm spinner. She's always going to undercut the ball. She's not holding it on the seam, interestingly. You generally tend to get a bit of drift if you get the seam in coming towards the batter.
One shot killer again.
Just needs to find a way through. Spoken about this outfield and how good it is. There it is on display again.
England haven't been good with the ball so far. They started well in the first over, but the last 10 balls have gone for a plenty. And it's not been good shots. It's been some easy pickings for the South African batters. They did start well with the bat. They haven't started really well with the ball so far. Much better this from Lindsay Smith. She needs to try and finish it as much as possible within the stumps. Not a big turner of the ball. For her, all about accuracy.
Yes,
10 runs of the over, 21 without loss.
Oh, I find that term defensive, naturally.
This summer on Sky Sports, the sport doesn't stop. Your incredible summer has only just begun on Sky Sports. Sky Sports presents the first ever women's test match at the home of cricket, England versus India on Sky Sports.
The Golden Duck, just off High Street, 2 weeks, Chow Mein.
Great weather today. Looking up to a much better weather. And it is neck and neck at the moment in terms of runs. More of Bell.
I need to get 3 more evolutions to even be able to reach the end of the staircase. So yeah. So yeah, I need 3 more evolutions to reach the end of the staircase, which is really annoying.
Saw some swings for South Africa, but so far England there hasn't been much.
So yeah, I need 7 evolutions to be able to reach the end of this.
Zone as much as possible. Lauren Bell is tall. She doesn't want to get too close to Tasman Brits here.
So I need like 3 more evolutions. Need 3 more evolutions, but I think I'm going to for this one to get before I rebirth again. Because yeah, I'll probably leave my account. Well, I don't know. My account will probably just have to wait tonight to even be able to get to get 10 times global cash, which will be insane, I do hope. But if I am able to get it,
Tried hard on that one and went off, but not good enough. Didn't get a hand to it. Beautiful batting from Lauren. Nice start here. That's the length. That's where you want to be. The ball is not swinging. You need to pull the length back a tad bit and make sure that it's not too full or too short. Have a look at this. As a batter, you can't do much with that. The bowling from Lauren Bell. She needs to be there a lot more.
Right, Laura.
He's coming this tournament.
an opportunity here against strong. We know that without the push, the way to go.
See, you are trying to get past the offside there. He's stepping out outside the line, hoping to give himself some room to go on offside. The first one he got it straight, the second one he got it straight to the fielder though. So far, he's done it. I still get it. Having gone on par with the it's slowly crept up to 8.84. He started doing beautifully in the area. He came back 5 minutes in the last 10 bars and after the month of the year.
Morgan?
We were working yesterday. We told you about PPL for a match. We thought it would become one of the fun, a huge family. The World Cup, he's enjoyed it so far. He's gone for a couple and his kids have loved it.
Jim 33 for 3. Lindsay Smith to continue to it was the 12. Shot was not coming up to something that she's been working on. She looks so much more confident, just putting the ball down the ground. But that's where England have their fielders. The song comes easy, the Tasman breaks the reverse cut. Keep an eye on England's fielding as well. It's got good for their hit. They have got some chances, but they've been difficult chances. With this sort of stage, this sort of pressure at times, their fielding is less effective.
Yeah. Just even percent once
She
more.
plays her like an in-swing bowler. She doesn't play her like a left-arm spinner. So she's happy to go with the swing.
A little bit more. Yeah, sure.
And goal! Campbell plays on. Excellent catch from Ecclestone. That is a massive wicket.
And that's just got the crowd going as well. They will get behind this England team, but what a grab from Ecclestone. The timing had to be perfect. She didn't back down, and that is the South Africa captain gone for 17. 43 for 1. dangerous.
Don't tell me to silly mid off. You silly mid off. So there.
Stop! Oh, it's my aching legs. Oh, I don't think I'll make it.
Susan, it's 20 steps back to the car park. It's time you tried Revitive. Revitive Circulation Booster is clinically proven. It relieves leg aches, pains, cramps, and swelling. That's why it has thousands of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. And it's drug-free. See? No drugs, no rugs, no drama. Visit revitive.com today.
Life's pretty good. So why wouldn't you want it to last a bit longer? Insurance.
He's over it. They weren't quicker than my good. So what?
Ultimate always keep away from you.
So and exchange wood watch. Safely and secure. Wood watch. The free watch.
Enjoy more of the latest blockbusters with Sky Cinema.
Live on Sky Sports.
Oh, I find that term.
I heard the accent when you first spent in this talking so fast. And Netherlands game was the first time she fully played some spin. Think about the ball before this. Do you see how she's breaking off the line, isn't it? Just sitting weak.
Come back after the boundary wicket, 2 dots and that a crucial wicket. 43.
Smith.
England once capped out to DR. I'm going DR. 2-1 England, that's rubbish. There we go. If DR can go win this, that's rubbish. England won.
England's premier spinner. How South Africa determine who goes through to the final.
It's been a subtle change of plan as we've gone through the tournament. It started when Eccleston made Ella bowl that last over the power play, but actually changed halfway through, maybe through Charlotte Edwards.
So
Maybe
it's a
that's
part
what
of
she was
Congo.
running on, waving her finger. Taking Eccleston out of the power play, and Lindsay Smith finished off. He's trying to get
Oh,
she had to twist and turn, she got it and it goes down.
Well, I think she was thinking about going her head at that precise moment, and then to realise actually I just need to stick my left arm up. Really, that you can stick it like that.
It got something on that Eccleston. Serious card.
Might have picked that up through the stuff like the whole. I'm not really sure what it would be fingers as well. I didn't see it. Oh, this is what a gold finger. I just look at it using it, but look at the shape she gets into. Just open up on the shot. She was able to pick up the wicket. She used her feet to every single spin delivery. I was wondering if I could say, I know that she's keep coming to all plans. I'm going to do the ball on and get the ball, but just I love 160 was fantastic. That's a little quicker. So I'll show you. Just dial in. Lovely water. Every single ball. You can tell no one's around her, which gives the indication away. She doesn't stop talking, she's fidgety and rabbity all the way through. You saw that in the drinks break.
Let's go. There we go. Read back.
Imagine us two together. You'd be nowhere. Imagine being cut in though. You can read
I'm going to
absolutely
update this
everything
game
on her face.
tomorrow,
So much passion.
so hopefully I'll be able to plan it.
There's Laura Bell, she's put her hand up
Not
saying,
turning
what's
it
going
that
on here?
up, of course.
I will tell the viewer that is a drink spray, by the way. She just didn't run on
When
at
it's
the wicket.
hit.
Freya Kemp, left armour into the attack from the Vauxhall end.
So you should be able to see
Leading
what's
edge but
new,
lands
but
safely.
it does.
That's the value of the left armour, just going
Like
across on the angle.
anything that is new. Because that will be as far ahead
Yeah, she was
as
looking to play it away to the leg side. The angle brings about the edge. She'll bowl the cutters as well, and it has been just holding still in this wicket because it's dry underneath.
I think 169 on a fresh oval pitch wouldn't be enough, would be a bit short. But on a pitch that's
just
now
kind
been
of
used for its
things
third game in a
look
week,
like
it is dry underneath. So some cutters. This is going to be a classic here. You need to keep hitting boundaries, rotate the strike.
South Africa have got a lot of batting. You think about Marizanne Kapp and what she did to India, Chloe Tryon, Nadine de Klerk, the finisher.
Didn't sound great off the bat. Should be taken. It is. There's a line to backward point. The angle again of the left arm going across.
She's got a slow ball. Every single delivery that's over Freya Kemp. That's what she does. She just rolls her fingers down the ball. It's been in leaks. And then she's ball dancing forward. We rolled us to hit sixes in the night. She's got that as comfortably as it is. What a difference Freya Kemp's had in this bowling lineup for England. Power, she's out for 3. So they've got 49 for 2. Yes, you throw in those runs, but you throw in the crowd as well. Just the wall that keeps happening when they pick up wickets, or the momentum has been able to get in their back end. Maybe from what, 16, 14 overs onwards, have been in control of this game, the momentum of this game, England.
Yeah, when do get remote by beating this game.
There's been some key moments in this game. Here is another. Marizan Kapp comes in at number 4. Saw South Africa over the line in that crucial group stage game against India, 81-45. Nat Sivabrunt will know this game isn't done until Kapp's out.
50 comes up
Wish
for
like
South
fences
Africa.
and stuff did something. Instead just being there for like decoration.
Cutters almost exclusively for Freya Kemp. That angle that she creates. Head to the wicket. Safe pair of hands. Heather Knight.
Because if I do get an ascension like tomorrow or today,
Again, beautifully bowled. Slower ball cutter.
I think you keep everything after, well, not everything, but I think you keep
Making all the difference here.
your revolutions after you ascend. I don't know.
Lovely, just the way she uses her wrist to
thought
roll
so.
down the side of that ball.
Because if you don't, that would be stupid.
You almost see it as she comes down. She's got a stronger grip. She brings that thumb around.
I know you don't really
Scamper
keep
through.
your
Easy single. But an excellent over, an excellent start from
Well,
Freya
you
Kemp. 1
that's
over
already
for 4 with the
like
wicket,
any
51
of
for
this
2.
stuff. But you keep a lot of stuff.
Well, Marizan Kapp against India. This was always going to be the vital game in that group with Australia in the group and India and South Africa. Who won this game would probably go on to semi-final cricket. And it was South Africa and it was Marizan Kapp.
It's good.
Yeah, she was on a mission that day. Marizan Kapp, one of their best players at spin as well. Roots on strike, but they can have her for the middle overs here.
Belted again, Eccleston's in the game as a bowler.
If you're working backwards in a chase, South Africa will still believe that they can hit 10s, 12s in the last 5 overs of the game. ICC players to order, get your votes in t20worldcup.com/POTT. Marizan Kapp, very much in the frame.
Mid-on's up because Marizan Kapp likes to go over the offside. So there's a sweeper out offside, Lindsay Smith. Mid-on comes up. Almost through half stop from Danny White-Hodge.
And here at this ground as well, because it's so hard to defend, you have to be on it in the field. You have to see if you catch it, but you have to put your bodies on the line. Anything past you is ball.
Like that, anything past you will get on the squares and it will hurry away from you as well. Lindsay Smith, the quickest in this England side and probably their best fielder.
She doesn't give you too much. Sophie Eccleston hasn't been hit for a boundary through this phase of the game. Good chase. Heather Knight doesn't thought, oh, I'll beat a chase after just in case. Doesn't give you too much. Beat you on the inside and the outside, Sophie Eccleston. You look at that, the hero package, full back of Marizan Kapp. When she's looking at attacking bowlers, and she's looking at using her feet and intercepting early, that's when you feel like she's at her best. And then she starts manipulating across her stumps and working behind. So I like it. Eccleston is challenging because of that bounce she gets, but teams are starting to sweep her a little bit more.
Nailed straight, long on. Capsy, who's often there, does well. England's fielding is holding up at the moment. It's 58 to 2 after 9.
If they actually decide to play it
That's 100 on the board for me.
weekly or not weekly,
Vitality
like
is here for
every
your health.
month,
Whether
I
that's
had a
making you
new
see
thing.
life
I
up
don't
quickly,
know
taking a closer look at
what I
things.
can do.
or talking things out.
which have done my number.
That's what we like to see. Because at the end of the day, the
I
most
don't
important
really
thing
I don't
is you.
realize yeah, this
Just search
often, but
Vitality Health Insurance.
if I get this
And the innocent Daxon
ascension
walks
like
free.
tonight or tomorrow night, we'll be playing it a lot often, a lot more often.
That's what I like to play. Rules and boundaries, sixes as well. South Africa will believe that they can do
I
that
hate
towards
this
the end
one.
of this innings.
Because there's, you have to run forward and run back so many
Over the
times.
wicket unless it's swinging back.
So you're thinking for this middle phase, they want to go at 8s and over. How are they going to do that? Try and get a boundary and over. Work that ball around.
Yeah, it's Brits' dot balls. Brits will hit boundaries. She's strong and she'll bully and belt the ball for 4 and 6. But she can't afford to chew up dot balls with Cap at the other end. She's going at a roundabout run of ball, having batted in the power play.
Hit this one and the next
I
one.
think when you look at bowlers, you say, who do we target as a
Don't
better
really
unit?
hit this
It's someone like
first
Freya Keane,
because
massive difference.
there's
Now look at the difference in she
rarely
bowls. There's
not
not too
much
much difference
first best.
in her action. But it's just that roll of the fingers over, she splits it over more. You can only just probably see a little bit more of the ball as a batter. But you're not seeing too much. There's not too many cues. For 80k difference, you can just see how difficult it is as a batter to pick up. But her length is fuller and it makes it hard. And that's where you see England have put in that mid wicket. So they're saying we can use that as a fielding position to create those dot balls, but also when it is holding up slightly, it can create a catching opportunity as well. You get a sense here for me, Nas, that Brits is looking for that one that she can slap over mid off. There's the balls that just sit slightly in the surface.
Yeah, she may be better sitting back and playing like Nat Sivabrunt did, pulling the cutter off the back foot. She goes on that front foot and nowhere to go after that.
Well, they are going to have to find a way to get after Kemp, because at the moment, just singles isn't going to cut it. How much of a difference having 2 all-rounders in your side, England? Massive. He really has just helped with the belief of his team as well.
Yes, we
Talismanic operators that really believe in themselves, bring the team with them.
Pressure just building on South Africa for the first time in the run chase. They are just falling behind. England at this stage were 67 for 3. Win predictor up at 80%. Toe end of the bat. Halfway through the run chase, 63 for 2 after 10.
I'm not listening to music currently, so if I don't listen, and I don't know why I need to because it's really just buying things and I have everything to buy them.
Yep. First one now on the power play. Yeah, they needed that South Africa. They're really going to squeeze on. As I'm saying, just mentioned Tapping Brits to make sure she doesn't put pressure on Marizine Cap at the
And I've
other
got
end.
nothing.
Charlie, do you, of course, has her feet set for it, but she knows she's very good in down the ground. There's a long off, long on.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Just altered the length, pulling it towards her on a shorter side.
And more flagged up.
Okay, I guess I will.
That's a day coming up on Sunday. Action out in the middle and some great entertainment. Retour at 2:30 and post-match clean bandit. You don't want to miss it. All happening at Lord's, a cricket ground.
Going
Australia
back to the top
already
floor.
confirmed. Will join from
So
this game.
glitch didn't happen again.
Leading edge. It's a massive wicket. Charlie Dean strikes. And England are celebrating.
Is this the biggest moment in this chase? Marizanne Kapp, the pressure player, the pressure performer. She nominates an excellent matchup to Charlie Dean. Charlie Dean is also so good in pressure situations. A little bit quicker. Simple catch. Natsima Brunt back out there with her side. You can see the elation in all of the England fields. What a moment that is. Marizanne Kapp.
It's better that needs
She
bang now.
has to go for 5. South Africa now 68 for 3.
And then everything is best. Okay, so let's go.
Sinelli's back into the side, into the corner. Dummy coming out with the play 11.
Do you know what? I think Natsima Brunt has captained really well so far. Charlie Dean has been doing an excellent job, but her bowling changes have been so good, and she may have wanted to keep Charlie Dean out of this situation. But she's brought her on at the right time, and what an over that is, only going for 6. But more importantly, the huge wicket of Marizanne Kapp ended the over, 69 for 3.
Well, this is the period Natsima Brunt and Heather Knight dominated. They were dealing in boundaries, putting pressure on the South Africans in the field.
Oh yeah, she's a superstar, and you know she has been quite vocal in how she has been really struggling. It's a really tough situation. Home World Cup, it hasn't gone to plan for her. However, there is she to stand up in these moments.
Tidy over 2-2. Set stage 79 this week. Try on declaring after the batters to come. Desperate for a partnership. England had just one. It was a defining stand. Gibson now.
Yeah, pace on first up, Danny Gibson. She's got a lot of pace on in the tournament so far, over 65%. She's probably someone who will want to keep the pace on, and you can see that with the field as well. Fine leg back, square leg, mid wicket, and also deep square cover. On the ball cross seam with a bit of extra bounce.
A record-breaking tournament, and it keeps coming. Have a look at this crowd. I was out there mid-innings to do the interview with Shabnam Ismail, and it was electric. And with England on top at the moment, they'll be in full voice. 21,128 fans have come through the turnstiles. We're already seeing incredible numbers throughout the competition, all setting it up wonderfully for Lords on Sunday.
Yeah, I think the tournament has been amazing. It makes it feel emotional, actually, moments like this. A couple of years ago, you probably wouldn't have had this crowd, and actually for me, it's been the crowds that we've had in the group stages. We always get decent crowds in these knockout games, but also the games that we haven't had England involved in. In a wonderful tournament, we're going to have a wonderful ending as well.
I'm listening to the biggest.
Onto the leg side. That is powerfully struck by Tasman Briggs.
I think she sort of picked her plan, pitching shot from Gibson, crossing. She was expecting pace on that delivery. Tasman Briggs, bottom hand coming in play. She clobbered that through the deep mid wicket. Connect was so good in front of her that she got all the power behind that shot.
Yeah.
England just need to hold their nerve here. Required rate over 11.5, 11.63 needed. They're only going in the sixes here, South Africa. So for England, keep the nerves nice and calm. And that Silverbrand eludes calmness as a captain. Just keep trying to build that rate up.
Get the desired result. There's our buys. Jones.
11.
We saw Danny Gibson do this in the first innings, and actually it's a brave option. And it even shows if you don't quite get it right off the bat, it will still fly away for 4. The NBA 79 for 3.
Okay, so again, no
All of the way. What are we going to do? In the world. It's going to be catching
So next, after I get like 3 minutes from Transfer Utility, so I'll be able to get this.
iconic venue, the Oval.
I'll be able
Lovely
to,
cricket here.
well, buy some Sky Hub. I'm not going to buy it like 4 times speed because
China was
bit
chatting to
inside.
you before the game. She hasn't had much of a hit in this competition. So that's wonderful. Hunted against the Netherlands. So useful knock against it. His second leading run score is
Nope,
the comp.
not very much.
Also, Dexton, she's back to her best now. In these overs, 7 to 14, she hasn't conceded 1 boundary in the whole tournament. She have started to use her more in these middle overs.
I'll be able to buy the 490 after Concord until
Well, if she's looking for some core memories, she doesn't have to go further than this knock
In a bit.
against Netherlands in Bristol. She's outstanding, and the
I'll
way
be
she
able to buy this
accelerated
in a
towards
minute.
the end, she'll be hoping she can do the same.
So yeah, we got
When you spend much time, some she's 45 or 41, just taking that risk, shuffling a little bit, moving around the trees. No, put her down. Trying to get that quick shot. She understands that she needs a boundary. South Africa needs a boundary. At least push that required. Then closer to the desired boundary.
Tidy over. Score signals from it, 83 for 3.
And even here, just need to make sure they hustle through the overs. South Africa, that last over, they were 10-3 out because they were behind the time, cut-off time. So if you're England, you want to hustle through these next couple of overs, just to balance out a little bit of time, which really move on with those finishing overs. They're in a good position, just need to power on it.
Perfect time to come in, so they're going to get a move on.
Slow ball field here. Square leg, sweeping wicket, long on, deep cover. No one out behind the wicket. Lauren Bell is going to a finishing over ploy here. Slower balls.
Oh, no, it's November quinquagental, which will probably be the next one. So, yeah.
Final two at the Oval, and it takes some special moments like this. And a team that were under pressure. Right on top. Well, I think we've all the work to do. Quick single, and England are right on top of the field patch.
Here they are, Charlie Dean with a tough chance earlier. She would have wanted to take that. She's quick on her feet. Got a very good arm as well. Amy Jones tried her best to get to the stumps as quickly as possible. That's how quick Charlie Dean was there. Would have been gone with the direct hit. Maybe it would have been gone with Amy Jones had it earlier too.
Right. Some bricks.
Really checking exactly what she's going to bowl here. She's moved around the fine leg up and outside the ring. She now moves the fine leg inside the ring to stimulate loose. Oh, that slower ball again. Or will she? And this is the issue with only 4 out of the boundary. You can feel its body, you have to take it off. You can bowl. To stimulate your view exactly pace on head cutter, deep in her crease. She's absolutely wanted to receive the wicket. A few more of those.
Keep taking wickets in the
A brilliant catch. Took a brilliant catch. And all the move up early. I thought this was over her head. She's one of England's tallest fielders. She is so good there to turn her body and then steady herself when she took the catch. Really good in the field tonight. Another good catch. Into the side, not into it though. 11, 91 for 4.
Have a good field.
Next one is going to £100 again.
Your best friends in the world.
Will be 50 for Tasman Brooks. Runs have been coming to it, and in a final video, she's stepping up for South Africa. 16:50 is for back to go with the 100. Against Netherlands, which knocked down the responsibility on her shoulders. Is this another wicket? Brooks gets to the pot. Second wicket for Charlie Dean. She got the set back of Nathan Fritz. Brilliant top free delivery from Charlie Dean. Far more quicker than the first delivery. Nathan was trying to miss with this one. Let's see. Top edge. Watch. They go to get to 50 and now 51 and 45. 91.5 South Africa. Still believe 2 for 4. Triumph.
Yes, man.
South Africa in trouble.
Alright, so we'll just open up.
There's 2 minutes to go. Quick succession. Really did catch save the Eccleston. One executed bouncer as well. Oh my gosh, she's brought that into her game in the back end of this tournament. Save the Eccleston. The second one's for Charlie Dean. This time just one a little bit quicker. Brits have just got to a 50. That was a much more simple catch than the skipper. Excellent use of field. And to that one's just one, backing up one in the field too. You can just feel the atmosphere in the crowd as well.
The English crowd will get the overall. Exactly what would be the overs. Successful at the point, 7 from it. 98 for 5.
Golden Duck is the High Street works. Our main vitality is here for your help. Without any fees, taking a closer look at things. That's all we want to say. At the end of the day, the most important thing is you. Just think vitality help. Oh, that's 100 on the board for me. 700 in dog food. Some extra from variations in pace. I mean, brilliant on the field, taking every chance. Sophie Eccleston with 2 excellent catches. Come on, South Africa, they need down.
Petrol. They look rich.
India.
Yeah. Idiot. It's slowly lit. Ah. Yeah.
Believe it.
Thank you. Holiday. Yeah. There we go.
She gets out. Marizani cap out today, and when she bowls in those times when the skip needs away from she often delivers Charlie.
Considered for RCB recently in WPL.
Okay, now let's see how many. Yes, best pigeon to leave.
Just hasn't quite been
Yeah.
in the international format.
Hundred comes up for South Africa. They still need 70 in time, and balls and overs are running out.
That legit ruins the value of it. Yeah, that destroys the value.
Again, direct throw. They've been superb in the field, not just the catching, round backing up. Excellent from England, 101 of the 5, South Africa. Those people are there's 1 from 11. Real positive to shoot ahead. She's always wanted for a camp. Whatever side she coaches, with her brilliance, and I thought I think it's delivering.
Yeah.
Chase. Surface.
So you're a girl.
Picture's
Yeah.
just getting a little bit tired now.
9 seconds.
Massive day to look forward. It's always good. The final. Lord's cricket ground as well. You want to look forward to a World Cup final. Rita
You
Ora
can. Oh,
start us
David
off
to
at
go.
2:30. Toss at 3. First ball 3:30. Clean bandit after the final. That will get through. That Silverbrunt just wants to be
You
careful.
hurt people who use that
No
argument.
diving. Don't put that calf to any stress at all.
Jog back slowly.
That's you sound more like Charlotte Edwards.
I'm not saying she's fair to her,
Can
as we
evolve.
saw today, but if they get one more run, I'm okay. I'll have her injured for that final if they're there, England.
It almost feels like it's a huge mountain to climb.
I
It's got
don't
to
know
be
what
very
the
hard.
next one will be. A pair.
Just heard Richard, our statsman, tell us that Nadine Flack's strike rate in T20 International is 105. If you saw her watch it,
Okay,
you saw
100
that in the
trillion.
WPL, you wouldn't think she'd be anywhere close to that. She was phenomenal. Anyway, she needs to bring that to the fore and a lot more tonight.
Okay.
Up and over that offside. It's a much needed boundary for South Africa.
Chloe Tryon is one who can push things along for South Africa. She's done it through her entire career. Many might say she was actually ahead of her time. Look at her strike rates from early on in her career, which was a long time ago. She was striking 140 regularly. Always had power. When she's hitting straight as well, you know she's in form.
Straight back over. Non-strikers in and the first misfield. We haven't seen that all evening, and Lindsay Smith just got herself in a bit of a tangle.
They try backing away, trying to go over covers again, but slightly full, so went straight over the bowler. See the replay, and you'll know that should have been stopped by Lindsay Smith. Got into a good position, but took eyes of the ball. Completely missed it.
That's a lot more than I want. That's a lot more what I want.
Charlie Dean's done. 4 overs, 2 for 31. It's 130 for 5.
And the innocent Dachshund walks free. Court case pending.
The best in the world battle it out at Royal Birkdale in the final major of the year.
Unbelievable scenes.
Watch it live on Sky Sports.
A night brilliant Silverstone for Lewis Hamilton. What price of 10?
The British Grand Prix live on Sky Sports.
Don't tell me to silly mid off. Silly mid off. So there.
Outstanding. Eccleston without a wicket, but only going at 5s. And that will get on the outfield and on those square wickets and go away to the boundary.
This is what her success in that 50 over World Cup in that innings where she was able to go over the offside field. And what ended up happening, God, is it followed it was straight to line and it opened up the leg side, which is actually her strongest side. This is where she started to set up her innings there.
It's a field, a run out chance, surely! Oh, that's more cricket all round. The running, the fielding, the throwing.
That's a window.
There's not much going for that.
And in the collectors watching the ball, Chloe Tryon not giving the signal, rather not giving the call there. Freya Kemp in a hurry, didn't get the direction right whatsoever. And this is what happens, the keeper comes in front.
And again a run out chance. South Africa are nearly done.
South Africa through the city, you're looking more to play her out. You can't do that when you're role in this England lineup because there's so many bowlers that do well for England. And so often, she will hit the stumps. So with strings. On target.
We're doing this from human perspective.
Great crowd in. Over 21,000 have come in. There was for the game against New Zealand as well when the hosts were playing. South Africans are still singing. They will sing into the night. They know they need a bit of a miracle here. Sinalo Jafta comes in at 8. Difficultly. That said, Sophie Eccleston often hits the stumps. Just angles in, aims for middle and leg, hit the leg that time. Can't get the strike. Eccleston's done. Excellent from her. 119 for 6. Those Parliament figures out. Check the economy. Dunbar gives them a wicket or two, but no one's in the park. Well, at 8, but that's because she's holding the power play when the field's up. Just a brilliant out in the power play. Kemp, superb 3 overs, 1 free, and giving that left arm variation that most white ball sides like. Lauren Bell moves to the pavilion end.
That was a bit too early there from Sinalo Jafta. Lauren Bell almost had a jump, must have just watched her get into that position to scoop the ball. And I can tell you this, the scoop is going to be good enough here. They need some 6s. And to be fair, I think it's going to be next to impossible. You get 8 6s sweep there.
There's going to be a lot of slow balls. South Africa yet to hit the 6.
Which is unusual for South Africa. They were the top 6 hitting team in the 2025 World Cup, and they have been over the years as well. They've increased their power game so much. Question I suppose you can ask, you can always look at this in hindsight, should they have bowled first? Always felt it was the right decision at the time.
Another slower ball. They're going to have to. Confusion in the run. With 2 stumps to aim at, and it's all England.
Pretty much sums the day for England. Danny White getting the opportunity, saw the stumps from a side angle, probably a couple on the money. Perfect throw. That made her happy, and why wouldn't she be? It was time for England. Just a bit of wobble at the top of the bat, but after that, it's been England all the way. Sinalo Jafta, the last to go now. It's the one, 119 for 7.
The new batter, just 9 deliveries to go. And this has been a thoroughly professional performance from England. Lauren Bell with lots of slower balls and cutters towards the end. She has added that pounder to her armoury as well. There is another slower ball.
Another look at the run out here. Danny White at point. A very good. Got the two. Absolutely on target. And that's enough. I think it's fair to say that South Africa weren't having any chance after the first 3 wickets here, but it's also been the case in the tournament. They got beaten by Australia quite comfortably. That crucial game against India, they ended up winning.
There is that bounce. That's a really good delivery. It may go to the boundary, but a lot of batters have been waiting for the slow ball because she has such a high percentage of slow balls. That bouncer becomes even more effective.
Well targeted as well. The line on point there. Absolutely not in a position.
Nadine de Klerk just dropped a bat. It's been that sort of hour for South Africa.
To go to the tail. Bouncer, and she follows it up with a football. Out the back of the hand, she's shown that she's got a few variations today. She's used it to good effect today. It's just been to her to maybe she's overbowled some of her slow balls, but today she's used it to good effect. And that bouncer has worked too. It's really good for us.
Comes out number 10, she'll be at the non-strikers end, England just a couple of wickets away.
Okay.
Last over. Try and have a bit of fun here. Belt everything. Lindsay Smith rolled out. Gets through, should only be a couple, although it does hurry away.
Another wonderful slow one. She got it on target. Raimundo Kaka just having an absolute hack at him.
Top edge, lands safely. There's one more game left in this game. It's time on Sunday. Aura before the game, then Bandit after the game. It's going to be England against Australia in between.
And you're the neutral here, England, Australia. What are you thinking?
We've got a really good chance against Australia. I still think that Australia
It's probably in the stream line.
is on at least Perry's fitness.
I'll end it now. So, see you guys. Also, Laplands, we've got Birmingham Dodge here.
Even if she isn't
Peace out, guys. I'll try to keep friends with. Hi, guys.